friends, spend more time in the UK was the best thing I ever did. So is there someone that you used to have a lot of fun with, that you miss, that you're not in touch with? Could you put a smile on an old friend's face today by reconnecting? If you can, why not reach out to them and send them some love? I'm sure they'll be really glad that you did, and it will feel good for you. It really is never too late. When I got in touch with people that I hadn't spoken to for 10 years, they were loving, open, and receptive to me. Like things had never changed. It was really special. Another regret of the dying is I wish that I had let myself be happier. And this is a surprisingly common one. Many people did not realize until the end of their life that happiness is a choice. They had stayed stuck in old patterns and habits. The so-called comfort or familiarity overflowed into their emotions, as well as their physical lives. Fear of change had them pretending to others and to themselves that they were content, when deep within they longed to laugh properly and have stillness and silliness in their life again. In fact, when I go through my couples audio program, I talk about the most important needs that people have in a relationship. And actually, one of the main things that people have in a relationship is the humour and laughter. And often when a relationship begins, there's so much humour and laughter, it's magical. And then we get serious. So is there something you can do to create more fun and laughter in your life? When I finally realised, and it took me a while, that happiness is a choice, and that I could redesign my life, and that I could be free from my addictions, everything changed. Prior to that point, I used to criticise myself all the time. I felt guilty about things, and I engaged in eating or not eating to act out my frustrations with myself, with the world, my fears, my anxiety. I buried my emotions and stayed stuck in a rut for years, distracting myself with sugar. And when I finally learned to accept myself for who I am, to love everything about me, including my body, because it used to be really easy for me to love my achievements, my goals, the way I treat my friends. It wasn't very easy to love my body. And when I changed all of that and learnt various different tools to become free, I don't live my life with any regrets. I do know now that it's absolutely possible to become free from emotional eating, to become free from bulimia, anorexia, binge eating, compulsive eating, if you're willing to do the work. The work for me involved lots of counselling, coaching, body work, hypnotherapy, and a decision. A decision that I was going to do no matter what it took to become free, to give myself the gift of enjoying a meal, and then after the meal was over, happily feeling satisfied without binging or purging or worrying about my weight, my food. Being happy really does come from loving who you are and gratitude. Loving yourself right now. You didn't choose this. You didn't choose to be emotionally tied up with food. You didn't choose to have an eating disorder if you have an eating disorder and you identify with that. You didn't choose to have a sugar addiction. This was not your choice. So when you love and accept yourself, and when you show compassion for yourself, this is where the freedom begins. What can you be grateful to yourself for today? What can you be happy for about yourself today? What can you do to remove anything that is blocking you from being happy? Happiness and love are connected. They are one. Where there is love, there is happiness. So what can you do to love yourself more today? One of the things that you might want to do is get my self-love audio program. It's designed over 8 weeks, 2 modules a week, 2 audios and exercises to really help people embody love. And by that I mean feel love in their body and feel love in every area of their life. This is what self-love is. It's not about eating broccoli or going through a massage or getting your nails done. It's about living love. So I'll put the link with this show if you're interested in reading more about taking some action today to give yourself the gift of a course to get yourself into loving yourself. This is the first key to changing eating, to losing weight or gaining weight, whatever you feel is best for you and your body right now. So why do people have regrets? People can have regrets for all kinds of reasons. Some people perhaps fear stops them from doing what they want to do. For others it can be simply ignorance. For some people it could be not having the self-confidence to do what they want. And most importantly, people can have regrets if they don't love themselves enough. Because if you don't love yourself enough, then at the subconscious level, you're probably going to be denying yourself things that you want. Whatever your reason for not being true to yourself, take some time to figure it out now if any of these resonate with you. What is holding you back when you consider those 5 regrets? And I'm just going to read them again because I think they're so powerful. Let's just summarize them. So number 1 is, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. Is that true for you? The second one is, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Can you relate to that? The third is, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. The fourth is, I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. And the fifth, I wish that I had let myself be happier. If any of those resonate with you, I hope this has been inspiring to take some kind of action. Why not give yourself a gift of taking yourself to your favourite coffee shop, having your favourite beverage of choice, and sitting there with a notebook and pen and answering these questions and looking for ways and things to remove stresses, to create more love, happiness and peace. And if there's fear in your way, feel the fear and do it anyway. I love that book, by the way. Highly recommend it. I think it's Susan Jeffries. It was written back in the 80s. It's so good though. Feel the fear and do it anyway. It's a great way to live. Life really is too short for having regrets. So do check out my website if you'd like to read about the self-love audio program to get in some actions. You can also see there my Healthy Eating Stop Emotional Eating program, the one which is step by step with me, and another one which is just an audio one. So all of that is available at nicolabeer.com, and do subscribe to the show because I've got some really great episodes coming up on mindful eating, on the different kinds of hungers, on trust and how that affects food. So do join me. And thank you so much for being a listener. I wouldn't be able to do this show if it wasn't for your support. Have a great week ahead. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Emotions and Eating with Nicola Beer. To book your free eating strategy session with Nicola, get the free eating support audio or donate. If you have enjoyed the show and want to help keep the show flowing, visit www.nicolabeer.com, where you can also find out more about her new system that has helped hundreds of men and women to change their relationship with food and their body, so they experience more peace and love in their life. We wish you an amazing love-filled day ahead.